Hi, Karen Burchill here, and I'm just going to do a flip through of my journaling by 5. On the one side I have my first journaling by 5, and I think they're pretty much done, and on the other side I have the step 1 of the journaling by 5s with a buddy. Yvonne Gaybauer is going to be my buddy, and she informs me that she is going to get step 1 done, so I thought I'd give a preview of this. So this is my finished one from there. This had Inktense blocks on it, and then I used the baking brush for oil and pastry brush or whatever, and I've got some acrylic mixed in there, so it's kind of made an interesting thing. And I don't know if you can tell, but we have, you know, some drips. I had used so much water on the Inktense blocks that once I turned off the camera, I just stood the pages up like this and they nicely dripped. So, gardening my future. All of these on my first one kind of had the theme of retirement. This one, I love the colors, and there's texture in there. This was with acrylic paints and this brush and stuff, and it just made some lovely, lovely textures and colors. Sleeping like a baby. Want to do a lot of that when I'm retired. This was with the Inktense blocks, and you get kind of that watercolory look to it. Next one, Fantasy Island, Retirement, Fantasy Island. You know, rumor has it we want to move to the island. This one, I absolutely love the colors here. Some of the reds and yellows that blended together. And again, as I moved the page when it was drying. Peace and quiet, break free, enjoy. This is a very dark page with acrylic paints. It started off green and then ended up with this, so there's like lots of layers of paint here, so it'll be interesting. I have some very, very dark pages. Have a seat. You guys can come and visit me. Love the colors here. Again, I got kind of an acrylic mix because I was trying to use this, and it stays a long time in the brush. So you got that texture and the melding of the pinks and the purples. Dream, laugh, live, play, believe, love. I really like the Inukshuk in there, and that's beautiful. I love this one. Just the colors, the teals and the greens and the purples and the blues. Again, that was with my Inktense, and on this one you can really see the drippage and giving those hard lines, exciting stuff. Abracadabra. Acrylic paints with the brush again, and you get some interesting color and texture, and yes, there's a little bit of those Martha Stewart pearls in there. A Time of Change, Beautiful You. I had the peacock feathers on the one side, and it was quite interesting trying to recreate the butterfly. Again, we have the purples and the blues, and you can really see the drippage here. Just loved how this page was very, very wet. And, you know, I'm curious to see if I had more time, if it wasn't a journaling by 5 where you're limited and you're going really fast, how I could blend those colors and get a nice background. Retire, what's your magical time? It's a good thing. Time. There's a theme of colors. I apparently like the teals and the blues and the pinks. This one is with all the pearl paints, and again this little brush. So you've got some interesting, you can see the actual marks and the texture that's there. Lost and found. You lose your peace when you get so busy in the hectic day-to-day life. And yeah, it's just beautiful background. Another purple and teal with even more. Like this way, this page was very wet. So we have all that drippage and stuff. This one was a favorite. I forced myself to use dictionary page in there. You know, and I really liked how it turned out. And then I did some embossing on here, which I think the page was very, very flat. And it came out really well. Got lots of paint on it from this one is going to be interesting. There's lots of color in there. I think maybe I want to do the journal this way. Waterfront view. Again, our plan is to live by an ocean. So lots of sitting, drinking wine. Another very dark page. Whoops, skipped one. For the very dark page, we have another Inktense block. Again, the colors just melded so beautifully. A dark page. And this one, Doers and Dreamers. I found travel magazines. When you order away from, you know, different provinces or states, you can get some really good pictures that come out of travel magazines. Nice dark. This one I'm quite happy with. You know, I had a lot of the waves and stuff, and I made this into like sunbeams coming down, and there's this looked like a whale tail to me, so it's what would Noah do. And we have a steering. Very dark with just a little bit of pink in it. In Pursuit of Happiness, Down the Garden Path. And again, I played around with some embossing on there. Had gotten some new stamps before free play, so had to use them. Another very dark page, but of the possibilities. I love the purples that it makes. You know, wineries. Our plan is to go to BC. We have lots of gold in this one. This one, one of a kind, Westworld, Wish Upon a Star. I love sea stars, and when we were on the West Coast last summer, saw some actual purple ones. So, page. Again, some of the metallic paint is in there. Lots of texture built up. Laugh with pleasure. Hands-on, get down, you know. Go dig for your supper. Digs for clams. I did that when we were in Prince Edward Island. More blues and purples. Come out and play. Choose joy. And another very autumny kind of picture. So we'll see when Yvonne's done step 1 where we'll go with this. See you soon with step 2.